Welcome to the Full Court Entertainment Podcast. I'm your host, Sheldon Moore. It's 3 in the morning. All I'm going to say is it's a blockbuster trade. It's a blockbuster trade. Anthony Davis is traded to the Dallas Mavericks for Luka Doncic to the Lakers. Okay. My first reaction is I wake up, I see notifications. First thing I see is trading grades for the AD swap. Mind you, I don't know who it is. I don't know who is swapped, but I just see Anthony Davis, and I'm like, huh? Anthony Davis swap? And then it says Luka Doncic. I said, the Mavericks really traded Luka Doncic, who the Mavericks just came off a finals appearance with. Remember, the Mavericks just came from the finals. I'm not saying they almost won, but they were right there. They were there in the finals with Luka Doncic and Kyrie Irving. And now you traded one of the top 3 players in the NBA for Anthony Davis. Let's start with the Dallas Mavericks side. I think the Dallas Mavericks are trying to go all in and win. And with Derek Lively hurt, and Maxi Kleber at the time, I think he was hurt too. They needed a big, and they were really a small team. Daniel Gafford really isn't the tallest person. PJ Washington, I think he's only 6'9", 6'10", but he's not. I don't think he's as big as Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis is basically almost like 7 foot, and he's one of the best defenders in the NBA and rim protectors in the NBA. And he's also going to give you 25 and 11 with 2 blocks. You pair him with Kyrie, you definitely got one of the best dynamic duos in the NBA. And the Mavericks, Luka Doncic has always kind of been injured or out of shape. Now, I don't know if that played a part into it. I really have no idea. But I'm just going to take a guess that it probably did play a part in him potentially getting traded. Because there's no way you trade a superstar like that. He's only 25 years old. He's only 25. And he was giving you 28, 8, and 8. So to basically trade for an older guy, yes, one of the best big men in the game. But to trade for an older guy, I don't know, man. If I'm the Mavericks, you taking a risk now. Because Luka Doncic was your future. And now you're taking a risk. And I'm not saying Anthony Davis, we was just on the pod the other day talking about Anthony Davis, being healthy. And I was basically saying Anthony Davis has been healthy for the last year and a half. And yes, he is injured with the abdominal strain, but you're taking a risk on that too. Anthony Davis kind of does get injured. So for the Dallas Mavericks side, man, I think this is a win. This is a win now move. And I think they are prepared to win now. Now, it feels like they're not even thinking about in the next 5 years. They're not thinking about that. And they're just trying to win now, and then we think about that later on. But for the Mavericks side, I think it's pretty good. Honestly, it's not that bad. Now the Lakers side, oh God, okay. Hey, so when I think of it for the Lakers, right? First thing that popped in my head as soon as I saw the trade, we already don't have a big man. We already did it. We was all talking about some. We need a backup big man. Anthony Davis made the comments talking about some. They need another big so he can move to the 4. And here we are. They traded them. They traded him to the Dallas Mavericks. Like, I'm confused. I'm so confused on why did we trade. No, I kind of get it. Let me take that back. I understand. I think I understand why they did it. Because I really haven't read full details of say Shams or Bobby Marks or why did they think the Lakers made the trade? How does it help them? I haven't read all that. I really just woke up, got everything set up so I can make this video. It's 3 a.m. So I wanted to make this video. So I really haven't seen. I really got to look, and then maybe later on, if my co-host wants to come on later on, we could talk about it more in depth. But for now, I don't get why they traded Anthony Davis, but I kind of do. The Lakers are star hunters. They need superstars. They always have, like, since I've started watching basketball, I've seen the Lakers always had a superstar. To Kobe Bryant, if you want to say Pau Gasol is not a superstar, but a star, he was on there. You go after Dwight Howard. You go after LeBron James. You trade for Anthony Davis. I started watching basketball since 08, 09. So I've really just been seeing Kobe, Pau, Dwight Howard, Steve Nash for that little bit, whatever. LeBron, Anthony Davis. So they've always had a superstar on their team. Luka Doncic is going to be there for the next 10 plus years. This is your future now. So now as the Lakers, you have to do the necessary stuff to build around Luka Doncic. LeBron James is 40 years old. And I think they've seen that on the wall and said, we're not trading LeBron James. That's not going to happen. Plus, he has no trade clause, so he ain't going nowhere unless he wants to. So now you have to figure out, how can we attract other superstars to come play with LeBron or just trade for so they can pair with LeBron? What did they do? They traded Anthony Davis for Luka Doncic, like I just said, a rising superstar. Like I said, we already don't have a big man. I think this is going to hurt us for now. And I think the Lakers, as long as Luka's out, and I have no clue when he's coming back. So for now it could change towards trade deadline. Are the Lakers going to make more moves towards the trade deadline? I don't know. I have no clue. But they need, I think they need to make more trades so they can get some more assets if you're going to build around, for now at least, Luka Doncic and LeBron James. Two guys that play similar and both need the ball in their hands. Now, that dynamic, I don't know how that's going to work. Because is LeBron going to play more all ball and have Luka Doncic be the more primary ball handler? I don't know. But for the future wise, I like it for the Lakers. I like it for the Lakers future wise. You have your superstar, and we all know the Lakers attract stars. So now, with you coming to the Lakers, now we can say, I'm going to just put names out there. Like, say, like a DeMar DeRozan. I'm going to just say like a Jaylen Brown. Like, them type of players. They're not going there, but I'm just naming like those type of star players to compare with Luka Doncic now in Los Angeles, because, you know, everybody wants to live in California. But I'm probably going to say the Lakers right now are not in contention to even make it to a Western Conference Finals or probably a second round until I see them make some more moves. This is really like a blockbuster trade. Obviously, this is probably the most blockbuster trade since the Kevin Durant trade, but for star, you got to go back for a minute to see a trade that was traded for a star, especially a star in his prime. Honestly, Luka Doncic hasn't even reached his prime yet. That's what makes this crazy. He's only 25 years old. He was giving you 28, 8, 8. That's what the Lakers just got. A 28, 8, 8 guy. And I'm good with it for the Lakers for now. It's an okay move. But I need to see what they roll out next. So now the lineup, potential starting lineup is Luka Doncic, Austin Reeves, LeBron James, Rui Hachimura, and Jackson Hayes. I'm not gonna lie. That lineup, you see LeBron and Luka and be like, oh, they got two superstars. But at the same time, rim protection bad, rebounding not as good. And Luka does rebound he rebounds good enough for a guard, but not at the level of Anthony Davis, and he brings nowhere near the defense. That's what hurts the Lakers the most. The rebound in the defense. Anthony Davis was our rim protector, our best rebounder. Now we're being honest, Luka Doncic or LeBron James is the best rebounder on the team. And I ain't messing with that. I don't like that at all. I just read that off on the last podcast. The Lakers were 28th in rebounding. It's only 30 teams in the NBA. It's only 30 teams in the NBA. And now we have no rebounding, no rim protection. I'm confused on this trade and why we traded. You can argue one of the top 5, top 10 big men in Lakers history. Like, you can argue it. I'm not saying he is, but you can argue it. And we traded away for Luka Doncic, and there's nothing wrong with getting a superstar. But I'm starting to feel like this is just made for a few. This is made just for the future and not for now. And they basically told LeBron James, we worried about us for now. This is the first time I've seen the Lakers actually say, or at least I'm just guessing, we're worried about us and not worried about you, bro. Now, could there be a trade where could there be a sense when LeBron James asks for a trade out of LA now? Especially that they traded one of his best teammates on the team and one of his best friends on the team. Could that happen? It could, because I did read something that said LeBron, Anthony Davis, Luka Doncic. No one had an idea of this. They didn't include no one in this. Like, no one knew about this trade. So it's fascinating, but I do like it for the Mavericks. You get a rim protecting big, you get a rebounding big. Him, AD, and Kyrie Irving combo is gonna be good. And like, the Mavericks starting line is gonna be Kyrie, Klay Thompson, PJ Washington at the 3, AD and Daniel Gafford. That's not really a bad 5, honestly. Now, is that championship contender though? Can they win the title with that? I think it really depends on matchups, and I think they really can. They could potentially win the title with that, but you gotta wait and see. But I like that it brings the rim protection and defense for the Mavericks. I like it. I'm cool with that. And Anthony Davis is basically 20, 26, and 11 off back. But for the Lakers side, I think for right now, at least, unless they make some more moves until basically this Thursday, I'm gonna just say they're not a contender, man. This is a blockbuster trade. This is a legit blockbuster trade. And I really have to go back and look and see who was traded, like what superstars were traded for each other just like this. I did not know I was going to wake up this morning seeing an Anthony Davis trade. And I love Anthony Davis. I think he's really good, and he gets hate for being hurt, but he's been healthy. So this is a blockbuster trade, and I'm still in shock. I still have to look up stuff and see what's going on. But from now on, the Los Angeles Lakers have traded Anthony Davis to the Dallas Mavericks for Luka Doncic. This is a good trade. And for now, if I had to give grades, I give the Mavericks a B+. And for now, I give the Lakers, I say like a B-. That's what I would give if I had to rate the trades. And also, they did give them Max Christie too. And Max Christie was really good for us, man. He was one of our best perimeter defenders. He was shooting the 3 ball pretty good. Now you traded that away. So now I'm still kind of iffy on it a little bit, but I think I kind of understand why the Lakers did it. That they wanted Luka Doncic, and now you have a superstar for the next 10 years. I think it works out perfectly long term, but for now, it's up for debate. We still have to wait and see. Dallas Mavericks finally created a team for Luka Doncic. You make all these trades. You trade for Kyrie Irving. You trade for PJ Washington and Daniel Gafford. You sign Najee Marshall. You sign Klay Thompson in the offseason. They finally build a team around Luka Doncic. You finally build a team around them with 3-point shooters, rim running lob bigs, and then you trade them. You trade them away, and I'm still trying to figure out, was it worth it? Like, did y'all really do all that just to potentially trade one of the best top 2 players in the NBA? It's still mind-blowing to me. It's really still mind-blowing to me. And also with the Lakers just, I am still shocked at this trade. I'm still shocked at it. But for the Lakers side, this is really, it is a business. And I've always said that I never thought the Lakers would trade Anthony Davis unless LeBron James was there. I said as long as LeBron James is on the Lakers, Anthony Davis will never leave. He'll never get the boot because LeBron James does have a lot of power in that team, a little bit of power on that team. And here we are. Anthony Davis is gone. And the Lakers have always not put like good teams around LeBron James. Last really good team they put around LeBron James, at least for the Lakers, was in, I would say, 2020 and maybe the early 23 year when they went to the Western Conference Finals against the Nuggets. But outside of that, these teams have been mediocre. And now you traded away one of the best top 10 players in the NBA, in my opinion, to the Dallas Mavericks for Luka Doncic, who is a top 3 player. It's just a whirlwind. This is, like I said, this is a blockbuster trade. This still has to unfold. But this is really a good trade. This is really a good trade for both sides, and we just gotta wait and see. But for now, you guys, that's it for the Full Court Entertainment Podcast. Follow us on